Good Friday evening, everyone. This is Forward Media. We apologize for no show last week. Unfortunately, Everett had an emergency last week, and we could not do the show last week. We was trying to get the show going this week, but so much stuff has happened. With me in the process of moving elsewhere, Everett got stuff going on. I want to give a shout out to our Kevin Marble as he is still going through some health issues. He was informed that. Let me just give you guys a medical update on our co-founder, our brother Kevin. Kevin, we love you, man. We can't wait till you come back. Um, here is a little medical update from our own Kevin Marble. He's asking for prayers as his wife had surgery yesterday and everything went well, but he got a call himself from a neurologist saying that they found a solid mass on his left kidney about 2 inches in diameter, and he goes in for an MRI next Friday. So please keep our very own Kevin Marble in your thoughts and prayers. Kevin, we're thinking about you, buddy. We miss you. We can't wait till you come back. This show would not be the show without you a part of it, my friend. So get well, and we can't wait to have you back on the show in the future. Everett,
Agreed.
how's things going with you? How's things going with you, with your health, your family? How's everything going?
I mean, my health is doing all right. My mom got moved out of the ICU this morning, so that's a positive. My aunt's fighting. She was diagnosed with pancreatic and breast cancer. They don't know how far along she is right now, so it's just a battle there. Excuse me. I'm just waiting on doctors to figure out about my back. I've got 3 bulged discs between L4 and L5, so the fact that I'm actually walking is a miracle in itself. He did clear me to race.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're good with that. I mean, you can kind of catch the beast over my shoulder here. I said one of these days I was going to do a live out here in the garage so you can see it. So yeah, I mean, for those of you who can't see it very well, it's right behind me. So, but we ran last week. We had some issues with it. I mean, it's just how it is. Still fighting bugs. We'll get it worked out, get it back out there. Taking this weekend off because of everything going on with my mother. So I got to look at it like that. So, but luckily there's a chance of rain. It's 94% chance of rain. So might be a good thing that I decided to take this weekend off. But other than that, I mean, all is good. God is great. He's done a lot for me here the last few weeks. So I'm thankful for all that. But I think we got a show to talk about. I mean, there's a lot that happened over at Talladega.
Talladega, where winners are made. My boy Austin Cindric gets the win, baby! Woo! Man, that was awesome. That's all I gotta say about the Talladega Cup race.
Great job there. I agree.
Austin Cindric, baby.
I mean, Ford drivers aren't very happy with him, but I mean, other than that, I mean, that was a good finish to that race. I'll agree. Sadly, I wasn't rooting for Cindric to win that race, but you know, I was happy. As soon as I seen him take the checkered flag, it's like, yeah, Jordan's going to be excited. I'm going to have about a week of hearing about him winning in the group chat. So it's like, oh, great.
I've been focused on everything on my move. Man, I tell you, you know it's good when your favorite driver wins a race. That's how I felt for 18 years every time Jeff Gordon won a race. Yeah. All right, what else did we have? We had ARCA. We had the truck.
ARCA Xfinity. I mean,
and we had
trucks were off. Trucks were off
that's
last
right.
week.
Trucks are racing this weekend.
The Xfinity race. Yep, and the Xfinity race. Gonna put this little disclaimer out here. Yeah, we missed last week. We're kind of just gonna go give you a little bit of basics on what happened last week, as in winners. and any kind of penalties that came out, which there were a couple penalties
So
in Xfinity
since we
and
missed last
ARCA.
week, let's also mention that. Let's also do a quick update. Rockingham was 2 weeks ago. Kasich made his return despite having some mix-ups with Catherine Legg and Willem Salowich. Beginning of the race, he went on to get a 14th place finish in his return to the NASCAR. Jesse Love was your winner, but evidently was disqualified from the race, giving the race win to Sammy Smith. This past weekend,
Sammy was there all
Austin
day,
Cindric
so
won at Talladega. Regardless of how the outcome would have been on Sunday, Austin Cindric would have been your Talladega winner because the Ryan Preece is qualified. Neither team will appeal.
which I respect them for that. We need that more in NASCAR. Take ownership of messing up what you did.
Exactly.
Not a lot of that out there. I mean, I respect Brad and his team for doing that.
Right.
I respect Roger Penske.
Right. Because Brad admitted, yeah, they made a mistake, and there's nothing they can do about it. Just like with Roger Penske. Roger Penske's been in this sport for 30 plus years or 50 plus years. He knows the rules. Sometimes things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, great responsibility to those drivers. And unexpectedly, there has been a playoff waiver granted to Xfinity Series driver Connor Zilisch. Connor Zilisch will be missing Texas this weekend. Kyle Larson will be filling in as Connor Zilisch did suffer an injury. At Talladega last weekend. Connor Zilisch, a back injury. Connor Zilisch is my favorite Xfinity Series driver. I will be staying with the 88 this weekend, so I will be pulling this. So I will be rooting for Kyle Larson in the Xfinity race this weekend. Also, last week, Kyle Larson stepped behind the wheel of his Indy car to get himself ready for the Indy 500 coming up in just a few short weeks. I got something awesome to talk about when it comes to how Four Wide Media will be celebrating the greatest weekend in motorsports. Everett, do you happen to have the test results from that open test, today's open test? I know Kyle Larson did smack the wall on his second day and was unable to compete. But I want to know your thoughts on that. I got something I got to handle real quick. So just go ahead and tell the people about the test from Indianapolis.
All right. Let me pull that up here. We had the open test. I think it was last week. But overall, let's see. Trying to see if I can get results for you guys. I didn't know I was going to be covering that one. But no.
Sorry.
You're fine, man. Caught me off guard on that one. Now, if I can spell IndyCar, it'd be great. I am the. Give me just a second, guys. Indy is not my forte. I do know that they're at Barber this weekend, running down there with Indy Next and USF. So Scott Dixon edged Joseph Newgarden on the first day. Second day, Scott McLaughlin gets the biggest boost from where he was. Still behind Penske. Come on. Pelot was fastest in that one. So day one. All right. I think this is a cumulative. Yeah, this is a cumulative practice. Overall, Scott Dixon was the fastest. Ran 84 total laps. Fastest lap of a 39.96, 225.182 miles an hour average. Followed by Newgarden and Takuma Sato is up there. Marcus Armstrong, Colton Herta, Alex Palou, Spider-Man, Elio Castroneves was 7th. Felix Rosenquist was 8th. Marco Andretti was 9th. And Kyle Kirkwood finished out the top 10. Larson was 17th overall, or 11th overall. Scotty Mack was 13th. Graham Rahal, 14th. Pedal Ward was 16th. Rossi was 17th. Will Power 18th. Let's see. Ryan Hunter-Ray was 24th and 25th. I think someone typed that wrong. Ferrucci was back in 30th. Jack Harvey was 31st. Rinus VK was back in 34th. So, again, this is just a test. I mean, some of this could be what they're going to bring. Some of it could be what they're not bringing. So, that's yet to be seen. And then, let's see. Also, the one thing he mentioned other than in Xfinity Series, there was two Talladega penalties to two teams. The 87 of Jordan Anderson Racing for Austin Green and the 99 Viking Motorsports Chevrolet for Matt DiBenedetto were found in violation of Section 14.4.A body and 14.4.11 C and D in the NASCAR rulebook having to do with their rear bumper covers. Essentially, the rear bumper covers did not meet template during pre-race inspection in which they were made to change. They both, I believe they were both just tagged with money penalties for the weekend. Let's see. They were assessed a $25,000 fine and loss of 20 owners and driver points, along with 5 playoff points. So that's going to be a tough one for them to recover from.
What were we talking about?
Moving over to the ARCA series, I went over the IndyCar results, and then also went back to Xfinity Series because you had the two teams tagged with penalties in the Xfinity Series for having illegal bumper covers on their car. We covered Zillage. Only thing left from Dega is covering the ARCA race, in which Lawless Allen took home a win in the General Tire 200 at Talladega, thanks to a lap crash.
That's still a stupid name.
Last lap crash, thanks to Amber Balkin. But Cletus McFarland, Garrett Mitchell finished 10th in the number 30 Kinetics Ford, even being down 1 cylinder.
I will be reaching out to him shortly to get him on the show.
Man, I don't know. I don't have any short sleeves, man. I don't know if I can do it. I don't have the sleeveless shirts. But then again, we gotta be honored by.
That's fair.
We gotta be honored by him to be able to get them. You know. Let's just hope you'll let us have it. You know. But also over in ARCA, there was a couple penalties for ARCA too. The crew chief for the number 55 was fined $3,500 and placed on probation for the remainder of the year. Isabella Robusto and owner Billy Venturini have been penalized with a loss of 18 championship points, in addition to applicable special award points. Two infractions were found for the ARCA rulebook section 20C-3.2-3, which references the NACA vents and airflow, and Talladega event bulletin from 3/29/25, number 11, which references spring seat mounts. Jim Long, crew chief of the number 46 Nitro Motorsports car for Thad Moffitt, was fined $2,500 and placed on probation for the remainder of the season, as well as Thad Moffitt and owner Nick Tucker has been penalized with lost 12 championship points and an applicable point for infractions on the body height. Driver Garrett Mitchell, a.k.a. Cletus McFarland of Jones Racing number 30, has been fined $5,000 and remains on probation for the remainder of the 2025 season and is required to complete driver safety training as directed by ARCA for his second violation of Section 20C-17, which references driver personal safety equipment. If you go back to the in-car camera, Cletus did not have a helmet skirt, and that's what he is being penalized on. And it's also said that his fire suit is out of date, and he has been told to get a new one. So, and then you've got Kevin Ingram of the Moyer Petrino Racing number 88 that was fined $1,000 and placed on probation for the remainder of the year for violating Section 20C-17.4 window net, which references safety equipment SFI specification and labels. It is said that the window net on the 88 ARCA car was expired, and so that's why they got their penalty. So, up next for ARCA is Music City 200 at the fairgrounds for the East Series. Oh, Music City 150, excuse me. For the East Series, you've got Jeff McConey. If anyone knows Jeff McConey, he runs the McConey Speed Shop for iRacing. He is driving the number 86 for Alex Club this weekend, so I'll be rooting him on.
Yeah, he is.
For a good race. So yep. That's on the ARCA side, buddy. What do we got next?
Well, we got Texas this weekend. We got the Miami Jeep. We got the Miami Grand Prix. We got IndyCar in Barber Motorsports Park. We got a lot going on. Oh, yeah.
We do. F1 just had sprint qualifying for the race this weekend. And Antonelli for Mercedes. Will start on pole for the sprint race tomorrow. Excuse me. Beating out Piastri and Lando Norris. Also, news coming out of F1. They have signed to be at Miami until 2041 now.
Damn.
So your sprint qualifying results.
That goes to show you that the F1 Miami Grand Prix has been a huge success.
It has. So, yep, sprint qualifying results have Antonelli first, Piastri second, Lando Norris third, Max Verstappen fourth. Excuse me. George Russell fifth, Charles Leclerc sixth, Lewis Hamilton seventh, Albon eighth, Hajar for the Racing Bulls ninth, and Fernando Alonso rounding out the top 10. 11th, Hulkenberg.
Yep. It says here. Yep, it does say here the Miami Grand Prix will remain on the calendar through 2041. That's pretty wicked awesome. I'm not even going to lie.
That's good for them. I mean, well, that's a good market.
I'm not going to lie. I thought it was not going to be as successful.
I love the track, personally.
People are complaining, saying worst track ever. And I'm thinking, have they not seen the Qatar? Have they not seen the Jeddah circuit? It's terrible.
I know. But no, so that's the F1 look. Sprint race, I believe, is tomorrow. Let's see. Go to Miami here. Yeah, sprint race is tomorrow. It looks like at noon.
Mm-hmm.
So on ESPN. So let's see. ESPN. Pulling it up right now, double checking what time we are on. Oh no, I don't want to see delay. Give me F1 racing. Come on. Apparently, they're not going to show me their F1 results because it's not showing up on ESPN's website. I mean, we could talk about the American Cornhole League. Oh, I guess that's live now. I guess I should say it's coming.
Oh shit! Excuse me, my bad, bro.
Not a problem. I always enjoy that in my ear, considering I do have earbuds in.
You know.
Yeah, apparently they don't want to tell me when F1's on, but it's on.
It'll be Sunday. Well, the sprint race will be tomorrow. Now, Everett, I need you to do me a big favor.
Oh boy, here we go.
This weekend, you are in charge. You are in charge of the page this weekend of Due to Me Moving, and Monday I will post all the graphics from the race weekend.
That works. That will work.
Yep, I know. I like to keep it up I like to keep things up like after each race and stuff, but because of me moving and stuff, I will make all the graphics from this weekend's IndyCar, F1, and NASCAR on Monday and post up respectively. That includes the driver of the races.
That works, man. Well, we'll get it taken care of. You got moving to do, so we'll do that. On top of that, I think we're going to scoot over to the Truck Series real quick. Rockingham winner Tyler Angstrom.
Hang on a second. Hang on, Johnny. Hold that thought. Speaking of driver of the race, we've had driver of the races for the last 2 weeks since we've been gone. Here are your drivers of the race. Oh, hello, Tony Bredinger. How's it going? Anyway, ignore that comment. Let's see. So last weekend we had Oscar Piastri win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Awesome job for him. Jake Garcia was our driver of the race for Rockingham for the Truck Series, and Casey Kane, with his stellar performance, was our driver of the race for Rockingham. Last week at Talladega, Austin Hill was your race winner. Your driver of the race went to the number 27 of Jeb Burton. Sunday, Austin Cindric was not only your race winner, but he was also your 4Wide Media driver of the race. All right, proceed. Where'd he go? He gone. I scared him away.
I'm just trying to eat a little bit while you were talking.
So it has also been announced. That the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour will be at North Wilkesboro Speedway on May 18th, and the name of that race for All-Star Weekend will be the Faith Fest Evangelistic Ministries Talking Jesus to the World 150, sponsored by Mercer Transportation, and that is for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour race that will be taking place there on the weekend of May 18th.
Can we say that 10 times fast?
I will not try to.
You're no fun, Jordan. You're no
fun. Also, alumni of 4Wide Media of our old show, Ava Dobson is the official Miami wildcard entry for the F1 Academy in Miami. So a huge congratulations to Ava Dobson for making her F1 Academy debut on home soil at the Miami Grand Prix. We wish nothing but good luck to Ava. In Miami this weekend. Props to Ava.
She's a good kid. I met her at a couple of USF events last year when I traveled to them. Great kid. Can't say nothing bad about her. She done great in the races out.
And we've kept in contact ever since her. We've kept in contact with her ever since. Since our interview. We also got some Indie NXT news. Is big.
I'll be right back, Jordan.
All right. So Indie NXT is in Barber this weekend. So practice 1 was completed 2 hours ago. Dennis Hager was 1. Kale Collett was 2nd. Josh Pearson was 3rd. Lachi Hughes 4th. Salvador Dialba 5th. James Rose 6th. Tommy Smith 7th. Callum Hedge was 8th. Max Taylor 9th. And Ricardo Escato rounds out your top 10. We will have Haley Deegan all weekend as she will be racing at Barber Motorsports Park this week for the NXT. Meanwhile, with that being said, there has been a penalty announced in the Indy NXT and placed on probation for the remainder of the 2025 season due to violations of the IndyCar NXT by Firestone Rulebook. Additionally, the number 40 team will forfeit 1 set of tires for Barber weekend and to participate in qualifying. He will be starting from the rear of the field. Here are some more details of the penalty for Jack William Miller. This is a huge penalty for Indy NXT this weekend. As like I said, they are in Barber Motorsports Park. While we wait for Everett to come back, IndyCar has announced penalties for the driver of the number 40 Abel Miller Vinatieri Motorsports entry, Jack William Miller, ahead of this weekend's event at Barber Motorsports Park. Following his participation in the Indy NXT by Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, the driver was in violation of the following from the Indy NXT by Firestone Rulebook. Rule 9.3.1.7, failing to follow the direction of IndyCar, using improper, profane, and disparaging language or gestures in reference to any official, members, or anyone else, or improper, profane, and disparaging language or gestures interference to, concerning, or connected to in any way with IndyCar and Indy NXT by Firestone, NTT IndyCar Series, or any event could result in additional penalties as determined. According to Rule 9.2.3, the penalty is considered a non-race procedure penalty. Miller has been fined $5,000 and placed on probation for the remainder of the 2025 season at the Indy NXT by Firestone Grand Prix of Alabama event. The number 40 will lose 1 set of tires this weekend and will not be fit to qualify, and will start Sunday's race at the rear of the field. Woo! Talk about a tongue twister on that one. So, in case you didn't hear, Indy NXT driver Jack William Miller has been penalized following his actions of St. Petersburg.
Yeah, I did hear that. I seen that earlier when I was on.
Talk about a crazy. There's been a lot of penalties handed out this weekend.
Oh yeah, but enough of the bad news. Let's get to the good news.
The good news is
NASCAR and
it's race weekend, my friend. All 3 series is back this weekend. We got truck, Xfinity and Cup down in Texas. Let's preview the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Texas. We got a full lineup going on. It's going to be a good weekend. I know Corey Heim is one of the favorites to win the race, but I am going to stick to my regularly weekly prediction. I'm going to stick with the number 5 Tricon Toyota of Tony Bredinger for Texas this weekend.
Well, I mean, trucks had got their qualifying practice rained out. Practice and qualifying was rained out for the trucks, so Rockingham winner Tyler Ankrum will start from the pole. You got Hemrick, Garcia, and Heim, and Enfinger as your top 5. But, I mean, Heim is always a favorite no matter where you go. I mean, that kid's got it figured out. He's fast. I'm going to go with an underdog. I'm going to put the money on Caden Honeycutt, making it his first win this year. Caden's had speed everywhere he's gone. These trucks for Nice this year are good. These trucks for Nice are good. Between Bailey Curry, Caden Honeycutt, and who else do they have running for them this year? Matt Mills. Matt Mills has been off this year, but he was off last year too. They had issues last year. So, but yeah, that's my pick for this week. And I think Caden Honeycutt pulls it off in the SpeedyCash.com 250 at Texas, which is live tonight at, let's see. It's tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, with the green flag flying at 8:22, live on Fox Sports 1. So,
winning the Xfinity this weekend. We got
following trucks, like I said, 8 o'clock tonight, trucks, FS1, tune in. With me being out here in the garage, I'm tuning in to FS1 when it comes on. Right now, I've got ESPN on, but I've got the TV on back here behind me. I keep glancing at it, watching TV too. So that's the best thing to do. Work on the race car, watch TV, have some pizza. I mean, and I think Jordan just dropped. Is he back? And do we got a Jordan? I'm going to play Magic. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Is he back?
All right.
He is back.
So we got all right, Xfinity. You know, I think for the side, I think I'm gonna go with the number 7 of Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier, that's a good race. There are 40 cars for 38 spots, so 2 will go home in the Andy's Frozen Custard 300. Notables starting: Nick Lights in the 07, Corey Day returning in the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Riley Herbst is driving the 19 for Joe Gibbs this weekend. Catherine Legg returns with Jordan Anderson. Joey Gase is back in the 35. Mason Massey's driving the 45. Mason Maggio is in the 53. Leland Honeyman comes back to the 70. Dawson Cram's going to attempt to qualify. You got Kyle Larson subbing in the 88. Malicki, CJ McLaughlin. Man, that's the. I mean, you can never bet against Larson when he's he's entered. But I'm going to go my worn out pick. He's going to get one spot better, and that's Sheldon Creed.
Austin Powers.
I think Sheldon pulls it off.
Yep. And then for the Cup side,
we could call him Isabella Robusto because they both look alike. I mean,
they do.
But no, I think Creed will pull it out. He's been good here the last couple of years, so I think that's a good thing for him. These tracks, he's coming back to these tracks second, third, fourth time. So I mean, he's got the knowledge on what he needs to do.
Yep. Let's see. What else do we got? Cup Series. You know what? I stand by my driver. I may stand by my driver, Austin Cindric, but Rowdy Nation needs their driver to win a race. So I'm going to pick Kyle Busch to win this weekend.
That's a good pick. Let's see. You got 38 teams entered. Open teams entered. Jesse Love.
Have you seen Kyle Busch's? Have you seen Kyle Busch's badass 7-Eleven scheme for this weekend?
I have seen his badass 7-Eleven paint scheme.
I think that is the first time the 7-Eleven is a sponsorship in a Cup Series since way back with Elliott Sadler back in the 90s.
I mean, I'm supporting Kyle right now with my double big gulp from 7-Eleven.
They still have the big gulp?
Oh, yeah. Double big gulp, dude.
Oh, my.
I'm fueled by caffeine.
Fueled by caffeine?
But
I'm fueled by whatever.
Yeah. The 38 entered in the worth 400. You took KB. I mean, Rowdy Nation, there's something else. I don't know if you've seen the door bumper clear clip that was posted, but there's 4 or 5 people that is not having sexual relations until Kyle wins. They're not having any kind of sexual relations until Kyle wins this race. So, I mean, come on, Kyle.
But you seen Kyle got a kick. Kyle did get a kick out of that too.
Oh, I've seen that, and it's like, oh my God, people, really? Come on, don't put this pressure on Kyle.
Right. I mean, hey, he got a kick out of it.
But no, I mean, I'm rooting for Kyle to win. That's a given. But yeah, I seen that, and it's like, oh my God, really, people? But no, I think this weekend it was a tough one. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I'm putting my pick on Kyle also. KB. Come on, KB.
Yep.
My girlfriend told me I don't get any until you win, so come on, Kyle, let's go.
All right. We got
oh.
This is a good laugh I've had in a long time, man. You know, I got a lot of personal shit going on, so I kind of needed that laugh. All right, we got Barber Motorsports
Trust me.
Park this weekend. You know what? We got the IndyCar Series. I got to go with my boy, my hometown boy, Graham Rahal. Got to stick with my boy, Graham Rahal. That is my IndyCar driver. And on the Indy NXT side, I'm going to keep pulling for her until she wins a damn race. I'm pulling for Haley Deegan. And F1 Academies this weekend too. F1 this weekend, but let's stick with IndyCar. I got Graham Rahal winning on Sunday. Who do you got?
Sunday for them, I'm going to put it on Alex Palou.
Okay. I mean, he won the first 2 races of the season. Okay.
Yep. Barber's a nice track too.
I know you've been there, haven't you?
Had a Buc-ee's. I have had a Buc-ee's.
You know, I would love. You know what I would love? I would love for NASCAR to attempt that track.
I honestly think it would be a great track for NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's not overly technical. There's a lot of high speed areas on the track. Let's see. You've got 1, 2, 3 high speed extremely high-speed areas on the track. No overly tight hairpins, nothing tighter than how Sonoma is in general. I really think it would be a great track. I mean, it's got characteristics similar to Mid Ohio. So I think that would be
all right. So according to Bob Pockrass, they couldn't get Texas dried fast enough, so Xfinity practice has been canceled. They will go right into Xfinity qualifying with 40 cars. Want to get qualifying in. We would update. We would keep also. We would just talk. Happy birthday, Kyle Busch.
Rowdy Nation, come alive!
And we've got Casey Kane as the honorary pace car driver or something for
Just
this
make
weekend for the
make
Cup.
sure he doesn't find Catherine Legg.
I'm done. Okay, so Casey is actually racing this weekend on. Let's go to our dirt side real quick. Dirt Wide Media presents Dirt Racing Edition. I said Dirt Wide Media, didn't I? God damn it.
Welcome to Dirt Wide Media, everybody.
Far Wide Edition, son of a bitch. It is. Anyway, Casey Kane is racing. Actually, he raced last night, and he's racing tomorrow at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. So it was nice to see Casey Kane back at Rockingham. I thought that was pretty damn cool.
It's good to see him back in NASCAR.
Definitely. Around goes Scott McLaughlin. Damn. So here is your IndyCar practice results from practice 1. Marcus Ericsson, Alex Palou, Colton Herta, Will Power, and Alexander Rossi round out your top 5. 2-time Indy 500 champ Joseph Newgarden was in 6th. So not bad. Not bad at all. Can Kyle Larson pull off something that Kyle Busch is the only driver to ever do? Can Kyle Larson pull off the triple and sweep the weekend at Texas Motor Speedway? It hasn't been done since Kyle Busch at Bristol Motor Speedway.
No, won't happen. Will not happen. He gets overzealous when it comes to it, so
that's awkward. So as I'm talking about the Kyle Busch sweep, it pops up on my on the For Media Twitter page. Not 1, not 2, but 3 wins in the same weekend at the same track. We will never forget Kyle Busch's "It's Bristol, Baby" sweep. So
personally, in my opinion, with the practice being canceled for Xfinity, I feel like they need to just start all 40 cars. Start all 40
and all 40?
And let them run.
I agree. I mean, it's technically a full field.
Well, they only Xfinity now starts 38.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, damn, Haley, come on, girl. Last in Indy NXT practice at Barber Motorsports Park. It's okay. She's new to It's okay. She's new to open wheel. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I say this. Here's how I feel. When she gets to the oval tracks, it's probably where she'll have more success at is the oval tracks on the Indy NXT circuit.
We'll honestly see. I mean, she. I don't know, man. These cars are not her. That's the big thing. These cars are not her. I don't. There's no sugarcoating it. She straight up sucks in these cars. But yeah.
Do you want to remain
That's, of
friends?
course, my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, being 8/10 off a slower car is kind of embarrassing, especially for the fact when the guy that is ahead of her is new to the series also. So,
All right. We are moving on. Who was your pick to win the IndyCar race? You said Alex Palou, right?
oh, I said below. Yep.
All right. F1. Here's your starting grid for the F1 Miami Sprint. Antonelli first. We got second Oscar Piastri. This is the year that Max Verstappen will not dominate. Oscar Piastri will dominate the damn season, and he will win the 2025 Formula One Championship. I'm calling it now. Come December. Lando Norris will start third. Max Verstappen fourth. Russell and Leclerc will be positions 5 and 6. Lewis Hamilton and Albon in 8th. 9 and 10th is Hadjar and Fernando Alonso. Hockenberg and Ocon is 11th. Pierre Gasly and Lawson is 13 and 14. Sands and Stroll is 15th and 16th. Doohan and Tsunoda is 17th and 18th. And rounding out your field of 20 is Bortello and Bierman in 19 and 20. It's going to be a good sprint race tomorrow. I won't be surprised if Kimi Antonelli wins that race and then goes on and wins the Miami Grand Prix on Sunday. Now, talk about that would be a great weekend for him. Like I said, I got Oscar Piastri winning on Sunday in Miami.
Nah. Sprint winner, Max Verstappen. And then overall weekend winner, Max Verstappen. I'm a fan of Mad Max, so I think Mad Max gets the win.
It could.
So,
all right, let's see. So we got F1 Academy in Miami this weekend again. Ava Dobson is making her F1 Academy debut this weekend. I think that is fantastic for her. I am going to go for this weekend for the F1 Academy. I'm going to go for Doreen Penn to win the race weekend.
I don't know
and
much
maybe
about the series.
For Ava Dobson. If not,
I don't know much about this series. I know they're basically older. They're like the older generation of F1 cars. But, I mean, let's see. Trying to see actual result. Results, maybe? All right. So nice of them to give you a summary of practices. There we go. So, I mean, Ava was 16th, so, I mean, not bad. I'm going to go with whoever wins. That's my pick on that one. Did I lose Jordan again? Where did old Jordan go? I think I took so long he fell asleep. Jordan! Jordan! Excuse me. I think I lost Jordan. And this is where it stinks. I can't end the show. Well, on my side, guys, I'm signing off. I got some stuff to get done. I don't know if Jordan will be back in a minute, but thank you everyone for
All right, I'm back.
joining us tonight.
I'm back.
Okay.
Well, so
I was
that's
gonna say,
just our race
I'm signing
weekend
off on my
preview.
side because I'm on fumes in my battery here.
Yeah, hey, the race weekend's been covered. We will be back on. We'll be back on Tuesday next week, people. Instead of a Monday show, we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday. We will let you know what time. But Everett and all of us at Forward Media, enjoy the race weekend. Let's go racing, baby.